with truth in our hands. No more silence, we take a stand. For the people who cry for the dreams that fade, we speak for the hearts that justice betrayed. Radio True Media
on FM 103.9.
Radio True Media
on FM 103.9.
Now we voice, now we power. True Media go shine like tower. We no go fear, we go talk. Even if they know I make we talk. True Media Radio on FM 103.9.
Now God we dey Friday, not true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For Salon, we go stand tall. Radio True Media,
one voice for all.
we honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night, because we believe in hard work and faith. The Sierra Leone way, we hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we are right for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
True began, no they neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
You dey listen to Truth Radio 103.9 FM, live from Freetown. That's true, the last.
Say fire son today, not a fire son today. Education sweet. Fire son today, not a fire son today. Baba, tell you begin at school for Bola. Education sweet. I say fire son today, not a fire son today. Education sweet. Mama, Papa send you picking at school for go learn education sweet. That's not the message as always. A very good evening to you, Miss Salon people, and I want to welcome you back to another exciting and mind-blowing edition of the Truth Education Platform, where they come to you every Thursday, right from the broadcasting house now Ilcourt inside Freetown Salon. And family go same way, so get we now with Facebook, TikTok, YouTube channel at Truth Media. As always, me and your host, Emmanuel Boa. Our family, the Truth Education Platform, will bring come to now updates them, trends and emerging developments them now the education sector, and see how we dey learn about them, see way for profile solutions to the challenges that we don't encounter in our education sector, and see way our government for solve and for we. And Fambul, last year I said in November, we all see the news say we get to one institution where we don't come for carry leave the burden of we students within the senior secondary level, and as then we'll get the chance for get international diploma through them programs, them the hybrid program where they don't introduce, and also in work in line with we national curriculum as MBC. And today I get for talk with the Ecole Louis Logron. I talk to the country director for talk about this initiative here where they unveiled last year and how significant this be to the education sector, more for this level we are talking about. So, one for make you listen to the conversation and see how you will benefit from this opportunity we come now your doorstep. And so today also I go get for talk to one vibrant young writer we just they're about for publishing book, and then they talk about the policy maker. So one for know waiting the book they about and waiting in truly they depict about we society what we did. So Fambul, as always, for be part of the conversation, I go kindly ask you for make you drop your message now with Facebook page, with YouTube channel and TikTok, and as well send them to we short code 239. I go read them and then see where how we they push the conversation go before. As always, educational speed, no time to waste. And make I take you through the latest and developing stories now we education sector. As we all they get now the news of late, we get the scandal around the CAS, the continuous assessment scores, where the ministry can request from different schools them across the country the continuous assessment scores of the students them for take the WAS exam, as we get some concerns say some principal them involved in frauding the system, adding more names to the system, and see government get for lost a lot of money them. So for prevent that, them they do series of verifications them. Yes, that are the latest news in the education sector. And out of the 219,000 candidates who then go take this year WASC, then we find out saying over 70,000 students in 75 years. Students them way get unmatched names them when they not verify. But when them we go through the MBSS, the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, the Sierra Leone Teachers Union, and the Conference of Principals of Senior Secondary School, then we go verify back. Out of that 75,000 and 19,000, then be able to verify, and 55,000 still unmatched. So lately we see the minister they talk about then challenge them. So, but the minister say government ready for pay for them 55 unverified names if only they meet the requirements them. Then show students say they're eligible, they're fit for take the exam, and no register at multiple schools them, and also the principal then for ensure say then take steps for reduce students and way they uploaded then cast them for go take the exam they absent because now more money government the loss. So let's get the minister waiting say in relation to that, and we'll come to the other story.
First of all, government willing for pay for every student, we genuine and we eligible for the exams. So even that 55,000, contrary to waiting then gets now social media, even that 55,000, we go pay for them if we able to go through the process very quickly. We dey use AI, we dey use apps, so we can do that very quickly. You don't get for take days for doing now hours for do that. So we don't say I don't dispatch a team across the country for engage with all the school leaders. We get this problem. Some of them are 20% or 25% in other schools, so that's something we can solve very easily. If you come, you get all your paperwork, it's genuine, we put on through the app, we're waiting, we they take you. So I really just want for just make sure say the public know that we know they exclude nobody. Just on the economic side, it's easier for me for pay for 55,000 with this rounds than pay for 55,000 for private WAS. So government is very clear, we're willing for pay for everybody. Once no more, you genuine, you meet the basic criteria, we go pay for you.
Fambul, that's now the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, Conrad Saki, where they give up to Kumbra them way still the raise concerns. Oh, we picking them for cities exam, the 55,000. As I say, their names they not verify up to now. But them as government, then go ensure say then pay for them if only them students then genuine, then fit. Then get all the requirements them. Then they register, but not to register students will register different schools them. Now one school if you register, you don't forget duplication for the deposit name there and this school the name appear on the back. Because the ones for ensure say they reduce on the amount of students and waiting absent from taking the WAS exam because government lost a lot of money. Just last year, according to the minister, now $875,000 government's been lost because of students absent for take exams. So that's not a key concern way the government take, and the stringent measure way they take for ensure CS principal them no fraud the system. Yes. So that are the concern. So like I say, we talk about two important topics today, Fambul. We talk about this opportunity we don't come now we doorstep for we picking them for we school system. We don't see as You go from primary school, can SS level, you come GSS 1 to GSS 3, start SS1, say the pass, but when it come to we normal exams, see there are a lot of concerns, but we really want to know this Ecole Louis Legrand, waiting then come for can do through then the diploma and programs and for we students them. So I get the pleasure for talk with Emmanuel A.R. Gamai Jr. Welcome to the show.
Good day.
Yes, it's a pleasure, sir.
Oh, nice to meet you, sir.
Yes, and also in the studios, get the pleasure for talk with Suluku Ganabom. Now a typical and traditional name. I let now name the. Welcome to the show, Mr. Otto, sir.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad you for dinner at Woods Media.
Yes. So, Fambul, I then two gentlemen here want for talk to the Suluku Banabom. Yes, therefore talk about in book where they about for publishing the policy maker. So one for know how students what really mean for writing kind of books and what the book they about. And we also therefore talk with Emmanuel A.R. Gaima, Emmanuel A.R. Gaima, yes. It's another typical name and we therefore talk about the new initiative within COUT, where they offer diploma programs into picking them when the SS level and how this the impact on the educational strides. So, but before we go into the conversation, Fambul, make we take a short video about the Ecole Louis Legrand, the initiative when waiting there about, and we'll come right back.
Mama and Papa, I bring good news for una. You pikin can dey salon and still get Canadian education. You go ask how? Well, Ecole Louis Legrand don Cana Salon and then come with the Canada Ontario Secondary School Diploma. Even safe from primary all the way to secondary, safe available. And you can do all that day online. Guess waiting, you pikin can choose for join the online class or join one of we training center them, or you can still do an house together with a teacher them online. All what you get for do na for make sure say you pikin the follow through and it dey work according to in schedule where it get. Even if say they go school na salon and you want forget the salon education as well, it can get the all too. The classes them interactive, flexible, and you pikin go get all the support we need. Now for contact with today.
Oh, Fambul, if you just listen, down at the Ecole Louis Legrand, the program, and to the Ontario Secondary School Diploma. So, but we'll get the country director, Emmanuel Gaima, we go take you through what's in the mission there about. So, we meant to understand that last year, November, we be meet with the ministry and other government officials for CC, we start this initiative. What is this initiative about and what it motivates you for Kautana Salon?
Okay. Good day, Mama, Papa, Fambulem. So, Ecole Louis Legrand, now a Canadian educational institution, where they promote a diploma known as the Ontario Secondary School Diploma, or OSSD. So the OSSD is the diploma that is given out by the Ontario Ministry of Education. So we all know as in the US, United States, then get states. In Canada, now more of districts and provinces now then get. So it's like saying the states, but they not get a federal or a central Ministry of Education. Every province or district get in your, but Ontario is the largest district. Now they the capital city there. So now the Ministry of Education where they now then they in charge of this diploma. So it's internationally known, internationally recognized, where they don't spend billions in dollars for develop over the years. So within our salon today, as Ecole Louis Legrand, for extend this opportunity, we order picking them other side in the world, primarily in Canada, we don't get all along. Now, the OSSD is structured in such a way from the ground up for let it be something where you be able learn from afar. So we familiar with geography. If you remember that we atlas, if you
Okay.
watch the Canadian map, the map of Canada, it's quite vast. In fact, then get multiple time zone. How we get GMT, then get multiple. The country so vast. So then don't use forget such a broad country where people and scatter all over. So not all man able come at the centers, population centers and for land. So the curriculum, where the curriculum if people them, not just the program like how go say WASC for we in our WASC curriculum, West African curriculum, or you get the IGCSE curriculum, or not the UK curriculum. Okay. But you also get the SATs where na from Bule the America. So this not the Canadian. But from the ground up, they don't design them. Say because the country big, not to all man go able kind of population center then. So then design them for let it be in such a way that you be able get that distance learning. Why they mention this background is because the world, as we all know, can learn of remote learning during COVID. Now we can learn better. We don't say nobody not for go no side. But then we don't start out from 10. So it's ingrained into us. So now École Louis Le Grand don't get authority from the Ministry of Education in the Ontario district or province. For say, then get the right for also educate beginning within Canada and internationally. Now, this basically na Canadian education line of cancer alone.
Okay.
Same thing with the beginning they learn in Canada, same teacher then through a hybrid model we begin back longer access to. And this diploma is structured in a way where in they concentrate more on the continuous assessment. Because we all know these other curriculums and diplomas then get one big exam with the study say you can't take that one big exam. But that one big exam they get challenges. Compare they know say you begin go don't study, don't do well S1, S2, S3. Can't sit now, never can tell. Maybe just a slight fever, a headache. Or emotional instability. But they hope for that day, loss in the family, emotionally imbalanced, might not be able to perform. But just for random up past introduction, the Canadian high school diploma, we know the equivalent of the WASC, now don't cancel also.
Okay, you talk about various syllables then, from the one from USA, from UK. You talk about wanna put all together for introduction to we picking them. So now a system wherein you get for go to classroom for go study or go take classes or na online or more you will get them.
Yes, thank you. So, just as you don't point out, just for clarify for Fambulem, this we authorized for the Canadian curriculum. But how we they instruct the picking them? It's a hybrid model, meaning we they incorporate online learning but with a physical concept. Meaning now online you begin the talk, now online you they learn. We they introduce them to the first world level of education where other picking them to be done they get opportunity for. So we get instructors them who are trained and qualified Ontario Ministry of Education teachers. Now then get for the instruct you picking virtually.
Okay.
And we'd also work with schools then because we get 2 tracks currently in our salon. The one track wherein you will believe say this opportunity fit for you pikin, they able get in touch with we and we get you pikin enrolled. Or we dey also work with the schools, and as you rightfully say, we be done day now. So from November, they engage with the ministries, engage with the schools. So they try for also incorporate her into schools, wherein the schools then go also able for being on board. And the key thing about it is it's structured in such a way it can be a dual diploma.
Okay.
So you begin go able continue the WASC with DEPA, if not IGCSE DEPA, whatever other curriculum, the DEPA, and continue with this.
Okay, so you talk about this Ontario Secondary School diploma. Which make una choose salon? Which na the main challenge una things una papa can settle?
Okay, who people like can say, who say good name they for Giam, as the Englishman can say, give credit to who credit is due.
Okay.
So the pioneer for this, na Madam May Marie Duwaisoa. We na Sierra Leone national, we don't dey na Canada for years. In fact, it be the top 50 most influential black women in Canada. And it be also get the responsibility for be an envoy between Sierra Leone and Canada for foster the relationship in terms of cultural exchange and investment. So now this opportunity coming way because she's also an educator, professional. So the opportunity coming way, and just like how you go work on a neighbor house, you see good thing we neighbor say Iwangi, you say wait was Lokanamios.
Okay.
So even though we are currently in the sub-region, say wait, low campus now. Even though you call Louis Legrand, they enter into the West African sub-region, it's a lot starts now. And clearly, through the engagement, we don't see say there is a need.
So specifically, what's the challenge una think say una go come remove the burden una come remove from the students them and Cumbra them?
Yes, so we're very passionate about the Cumbra them because all Cumbra, let's say if you get 4 or 5 picking or just 2, you know, say then 2 picking and they can never be the same.
Okay.
You they tailor you parenting style for each picking. But the curriculum is designed in such a way where it's still being worked on. But in its current state, and not necessarily tailor to the students in strengths and weaknesses.
Okay.
We just the blanket approach and try for capture as much as possible. But this now, École Louis Legrand and in OSSD structured into courses where they address the picking challenges. Also, we don't get survey in Canada because I say Madam May Marie is also an indicator. Where we students they go overseas, they struggle. Close to 25% of all international students drop out in their first year because we get these advanced learning pedagogy or learning techniques where they not be done introduced to. Now that thing that they put na combo there big introduce them picking to the advanced technique there. And also if you picking gifted, they learn quick. This they able attend to. If they learn slow, this they able attend to. If you know they go school because of physical challenge, this they able address them. And if na international, you know international person, maybe a diplomat, you know, say you get for travel, for postings, but you want that continuous education for your picking. This they address that.
Okay, you talk about curriculum as a day in the process, right?
Yes.
Yes. And we also get your own curriculum for the SS level.
Yes.
We get 5 streams and 72 subjects, and the governments don't start don't take 82 subjects also from the the old and the new 50 something they are about. So like only for actualize all now until 2028. So that is a big challenge. But you talk about this curriculum. Now only for SS1 to SS3 students them they cater for.
No, the school system in Canada is just like ours. It is from primary to secondary,
Okay.
but then are from grade 1 to 12. So we as an educational institution, they able offer from grade 1 right up to grade 12. But for the Ontario Secondary School diploma, just like WAS waiting WAEC they look for, as the previous video just showed, the Honorable Minister, but they talk about the continuous assessment.
Yeah.
It only goes back from SS1, SS2, SS3, and then they consider. So, because OSSD in primarily continuous assessment, in they go 1 year behind. When are from grade 9, when are the equivalent of grade 8, when are the equivalent of GSS3.
Okay.
So now from there they begin count. But we get courses for picking them right from grade 1. One paramount one winner French. You able come, you can only picking. Let another one course you want from. Would able offer.
Okay. Then we also found this in the news, the introduction of this new diploma, the Ontario Secondary School diploma. They say not to a way for replace the WASC.
Yes.
But how will they manage the two curriculum? Okay, to get salon, they will not get their own curriculum. How will they manage them?
Thank you. The good thing about the WASC and the Ontario Secondary School Diploma is whether intentionally or intentionally, then they complement each other.
Okay.
So we know in the WASC, they begin with a lot of subjects. As you go, they reduce. It's sort of like a triangle.
Okay.
Maybe GSS1, you get 12, 13 different subjects. By the time you go back here, Chepandon, it's about 6. About 6 or 8, depending on the years, and pick the best 6 for the result. You go to ask, some schools they offer 8, some schools they offer 9. And then you get mandatory courses for the matters there. So the Ontario Secondary School Diploma now, in the address the mandatory courses very early on. So as you they go,
The mandate and the compose.
yeah, the compulsory, correctly.
The core subjects.
Compulsory or core subject, in the address them very early on. So till the time where you they go SSS, now just English and the elective courses. Now then no more now you they do. So it's sort of the complement. Meanwhile, we was they intensify the core subject and they reduce the weight on the student there for the core subject. And the elective course there, so it's very good for beginner because we get in excess of 30 plus. We get cybersecurity, we get coding, we get even journalism. Then kids in there to pass the Peking graduate, go FBC or IPAM or Unimark or Metimagai before you go take a swing at them in there. The elective year, SS2, SS3, you go don't begin encounter them in there. So they complement each other. And that's why it's also a dual diploma. It offers that possibility. You know, go with the kingdom. Already within a country where the tradition now is you go to school 8 to 3, then you go to class 4 to 5, then you can house for extra classes. This diploma, no need for shake anything. It's also where you're an only picking, where they get you on board with the principal, Canadian principal, get a one-on-one and structure the classes for support. You begin in learning. So meanwhile, they learn the WASC. They learn the Ontario. They learn within Canadian Peking SSF, we don't they get access to all this one. So not for replace, but to offer another opportunity. Personally, I don't see a Sierra Leonean student will be able to gain opportunity for study outside of Sierra Leone with a dual diploma. And the dual diploma helps support in case.
Okay. I get for I want come to Suluku, but I want to ask you this question before I go to Suluku.
Yes, sir.
You say you need to replace the WASC. Yes. So from book one for no, me picking they do from SS and they SS1, SS3. Now they want me picking do this diploma, Ontario secondary school diploma. Now which when I think say them picking for enroll now we the year one or just SS1 or SS2 or you can enroll any stage of any stage or any level.
Yes, good question. It able enroll at any time. I will explain later how that they come.
Yeah,
about.
yes, please.
However, with the advice say he enroll from 9th grade when a GSS3 equivalent.
GSS3.
GSS3. If you want to get the full opportunity of learning, the full learning opportunity, let it begin from GSS3. However, if you begin the SS1 now, the SS2 now, even if you just don't graduate go SS3, it's also available. We through a process of grade recognition. So we go ask for the testimonial, the transcript. We send them to the Canadian team, the education institution, the principal go watch them, and the curriculum director go watch them, and then see who side the grade, the causes them overlap, and they're able to recognize the grade we don't get. So, and then conduct an assessment for gauge the picking strength and weaknesses.
Okay, Fambulna Emmanuel Gaima de talk, the country director for Ecole Logan, where they offer the Ontario secondary school diploma to picking them. So I also get at the studio Suluku Banabom. You there about for launch and publish your book where you title The Policymaker. Where I see the title, The Policymaker, the first thing we remember that the government teacher where to say the policymakers are the parliamentarians them and they make the laws them. But waiting this title they about, the book they about, and waiting motivate you for go about for right time.
Well, first off, right away, not the writing vacuum. A situation for the prompt me for do so. So by extension, I'm also a poet. You know, I write according to my feelings and how I feel, my perspective about a lot of things. So the policymakers, the book is titled. They actually talk about a group of rats where they live together with cats them. When I push them, so the push them come for meet their rat and say, now look, when I make we leaders, we go ensure say we go stop for it now. We will provide anything we wanna ask for so that we will get a better life in this environment. So the Arata themselves say, okay, well, no problem, we do so. So then fulfill the promise and vote for them. But all of a sudden, we then kind of power now, they not fulfill the promise. So meaning the policymakers, these are few people in society, they're not beaucoup. So most of the time, they're so powerful to the point that just a table discussion that you get, then they determine the fate of the masses, the rest of people. So this particular story is not only limited to Sierra Leone, it could be leadership in organizations in any part of the world. So it's about instilling integrity.
Yeah, you talk about Arata puss, make people they know cat na puss. So mostly Arata and puss.
Yeah,
You
sure.
talk about them. So the choice of word now in satiric, you dey try for talk about cats being politicians. At some point, we going for then the imagery of rat mean the people. Or waiting make it come about for put her in that position there. What you want for depict from this What's the picture from this?
Well, for me as a writer, I can't for realize the word when a verisimilitude. This na a fictional narrative of using real fact, something where they happen, but see they put them in that kind of fictional story. But when the reader they read, and they forget self for saying something when a fiction, because the events them how they unfold, they commensurate to real life happenings. So Africa as a whole, mind you, I know they limit myself to Sierra Leone. African leadership, we don't come for realize say most of leaders they promise the people come now do elections, promise, give a lot of promises. Then when the people fulfill their mandate, then are different things they do. So this has been happening years and years. So it is high time we started speaking out our voices and not get the power for go hold mic and talk to people. But through my penmanship, I communicate my ideas. According to Junior Achebe, he said until the lions have their own historians, the history will always glorify the hunt. So meaning we need for ensure say we write our own stories as Africans, as Sierra Leoneans. We need for talk about what they affect in our society. So through poetry, through writing, na so me can express my feelings.
Okay. Also, you talk about the Puss and the Arata, and one thing way literature teach me is a fable, where they put human character in animals.
Yeah.
Yes. So, is this a true reflection of we society alone?
Yes, of course.
We say the Arata they put their promise we not going to now we wanna vote we.
Yes. It's obvious that we don't get leaders where they promise we a lot of things. Then at the end of the day, then go just leave without fulfilling their promises. So this particular book is also, something we get for doing alone. Yes. If not entirely so, but some aspect of things I would go to in a salon also mentioned in my book.
So what now the mask we think say we leaders then can put way for convince we and we vote for them, and then at the end of the day they don't meet them promises. We like into that Puss and the Arata.
Sorry, I don't get that point.
Which are the mask we think say we leaders and can put for me the law we for me that make we vote for them, they convince we vote for them. We like into now imagery we don't put say Pussy and Arata. We Pussy and Arata they pull.
So technically, they push them are the leaders in any society. These are the leaders So if you read the first aspect of the book, page 1, they say a cloud of cats voted for by rats. So you see, so like the leaders can always be the push them, and the masses happens for be the aratas But again, this same arata where they go through struggles, where they push them promise and say they will do this. Then fanatic, if I go use that word, then still they undergo them pain there. But when election they happen again at the book, then still they vote for this same type of people. Some of them will say, after us, I born meet me people in this particular trajectory. So there is no need for me for change. So that kind of fixed mindset, all are addressed in the book. Although not a very small book, but the idea is very deep. And Lekfor presents me ideas in a very small form, but when you look at it in a bigger picture, it is deep. I don't come for realize the reading culture is going down every now and then. People don't get time for read voluminous novels. So that is why I make you always compress my idea with a lot of facts.
So looking at the political landscape now, they about elections are forthcoming, you understand? We get lower level elections there for the political party and also we big election in 2028. What are the things where you would want to tell people and where for be aware of in this political atmosphere?
Well, Sierra Leoneans, we get a responsibility.
No, in the book.
Okay, in the
what's
book.
in the book they teach people and for me they know as politicians they're about for convince them for me to vote for them back.
Well, like, there's a character called Moses. He's the protagonist. In literature, the protagonist is the main character in a play, story, or poem. So Moses, now a very good leader. in the story. Himself na a politician, and him be always there against the other schemes where the other politicians they present. But because he not get the majority in parliament, in can always not succeed. Because quick the politician will say, well, let's put it to the vote. And the leader in power knows say he get the majority seat. So at the end of the day, we then vote whether it's a good or bad policy, that policy is going to stand. So I want to make we politicians and be like the Moses, we stand for the right thing. Then I also want people for be like the positive characters in the story where they refuse for support person because they come up from this segment. Yes, make we really stand for the truth because your word make you. Anything where you promise ensure say you fulfill them. Integrity, accountability. And at the end of the day in the book, they find out say this Moses guy is going to be a leader. And they vote for him. And when he can have power, he ensures say he fix up the problems that will be there against. So this now the stuff this would expect from we leaders them.
Okay, then you talk about a lot of things about the subjects, the voters, them, or waiting them for do, how for sport out. So we come to how some people that wait for sport out, people them way na just they can make up, use fine words and for me vote for them, and also the message where this book here they teach to the other politicians, them just in the case of Moses. I will come to Emmanuel, come to Emmanuel Gaima. Emmanuel Gaima, you don't talk about on a curriculum. Yes. How advanced in B and how in way for help we salon students them from where them we for navigate their way through. So this diploma program when I don't count for we picking them, we brother them, we sister them. Which are the various subjects them where they in this curriculum we therefore expect.
Okay, so just like how we get WAEC or ask curriculum, it's not too dissimilar. Okay, so we get the core, we know the English and mathematics, and then we get the science, then we get technology and skilled trade. The science is different from technology and skilled trade. Science is more akin or it's more a fiber like way to get integrated science. Then you get technology and skilled trade. Yeah, the picking go begin learn coding, go begin learn if na graphic design on a higher level. Something where even if you just get the diploma, while they wait for their college start, it go down begin they earn something on your own. Because we know we live in a global village at this point. We live in a digital world. You know to pass you wear suit and tie now before you able to be gainfully employed. So now then thing there they camp at the technology and skill trade. But we also get history. And then we also get career studies. We almost say at times we can wait say we don't graduate down at college. I attend they do career studies for learn which career for go, wait for learn for go day. But the career studies they begin much earlier. Then we also get geography. We get visual arts. We get healthy, active living education. We get different learning strategies and skills for success in secondary school. Yes. And these are just the core one there, but we also get series of electives. We get elective in culture, arts and culture. We're not drawing and painting and also learning, but world culture. So tomorrow, just as we colleague dinner, so we able put pen to paper and put in ideas for that we all benefit. We're also able for train picking along their lines in day. Okay? But also get transportation. These are the elective courses. We also get hospitality and tourism. Mind you, which are they called so in the current position, past you go college before you be exposed to that kind of thing there. So we also get agriculture and landscaping. We also get information and communication technology. These are the elective courses. We also get health and wellness. Beside the beginning, they begin learn about how if you're a doctor, if you're a nurse, if you're a healthcare practitioner, Okay. Then we also get engineering. We also get construction. We also get manufacturing. These are concepts we be don dey think that they say too advanced for high school pikin. Pastor it on
Go university.
go university. But no. We get all the subjects that way they begin open the pikin mind up to them thing there so before ever they go high school. So now then subject and lot more.
Okay, Manu Kaima, you don't explain about a lot of this. Let me say these are professional courses. Una make as una form as subject, but how practical this be? How practical base? The only theory that they teach them. How practically this be the base?
Yes, so in terms of practicality, we they work with the Canadian teachers online. Like as I say, this is new to we, but then they don't they do a long time. So over the years, not so just today, before sometimes myself be they ready for go school, they don't they practice this mode of learning. So they don't already think of them think that we don't already think of them things and count solutions. Wherein there is a need, for example, a need for the Canadian curriculum, there is a community component where the Pekin they need for contribute to the community in one way or another. So we, École Louis Le Grand Sierra Leone, get a project we get for launch when a circle talks. Where the cow then Pekin there, where they now we school under we purview and integrate them into the society. Let them learn about the society. Let them learn about the environment. Let them learn about the civic reality, which we find yourself inside a democratic country. Within that they mean, within your rights, within your responsibilities, and we also they work with schools where need be for let we able get that in-person touch for support the learning process. But be rest assured in terms of practicality, this course is new to we, but not new at all. Solutions and there for every matter where the teachers then get for show we begin and so.
We from where they watch now. These are some of the programs and the objectives of
Yes.
the diploma within count. So from where they listen to you and watch you, you want for Emmanuel Grandma, you want for know which language they use for teaching them, picking them, and the teachers them now from salon.
So we get two track. We get the English track and the French track. But we all know say we in an Anglophone country, meaning we in English we talk, not salon, not so French. So now the English track, now they we picking they go for salon. That's the first thing. The second thing about the teachers, now Canadian trained teachers. Now they get for sit down, just like how you watch me so fambu. They talk to you picking. They guide them, they instruct them, they assess them. Class by class, project by project. And mentioning project is another advanced assessment process. Okay? Where they do presentation, do project work, do group work. Typically, we status quo, now read test exam. Beginning they learn this other mode of assessment, which can be a shock for them when they encounter. And as Fambul and they watch, we also get something for the mama and papa them. We're in a master class. We get master class of courses. And as you rightfully say, we get in courses there so where we design for picking them. But we get the mama and papa version, the version for the mommy and the daddy them. We're in a master class. So this is now French for professionals, now we see so. Where the same level of expertise the teacher then we get, we don't get the same level we able to instruct professionals. We all know say we live in a world where Sierra Leone is becoming increasingly diverse population, but also we influence. We recently did at the UN Security Council. We are now the chair of ECOWAS. You understand? We also they try for improve on we tourism. We also they try for improving foreign trade investment. All of this you get for the travel out, if you're not professional, or internationals they get for the coming. So the more you capacitate yourself or you add to yourself, the more you dey increase your employability. So these French for professionals are self-paced. You dey able do at your own pace with the instructor. But the key thing to am back at the end of not to be your own certificate to dey give you. Same way so they call am DELF. We na like the IELTS. Who can take for scholarship for show say you don't understand English fine. So the DELF, and unlike the IELTS, you know they expire. When you don't get some, you don't get some. So we got something for the picking them, we now we main attention. But same way so the mama and the papa back way sit down, in back go they do something for give a better example to the people.
Yeah, for Fambu, they listen and watch. You talk about IELTS, and most of we when we go universities, we can apply for scholarship opportunities. They want for know we English proficiency, we level of English, how which one we pass, if not the IELTS or which form of whether they assess we English level. So most of the time there's some students and where they don't graduate, some graduates and they need for give proof because they don't know but then in them. And one of the ways and the way they help students, they do they can go sit them. So is this the way for make they help them in the English career as well, English subject?
Yes. Well, we primarily at this point in time, now the French, now we they try for go for because we see say the opportunities are limited. For now for professionals or anybody who want to go for a learning opportunity elsewhere. For the IELTS where you mentioned, part of the reason why they can still ask we picking them, we're a bit unfortunate in this day and age, and still they ask we picking them, even though we are an Anglophone country, English speaking country, is because of the recognition. So with the OSSD, you picking get them, Ontario Ministry of Education, now in name they bien that diploma day. Any say the world you can go. If Ontario Ministry of Education don't append and say don't notarize them, say this speaking English ilano, you don't let you learn English stay, you don't get this kind of diploma. You will not be asked. Why may they ask? And because of this issue of recognition, maybe which you can read today, they don't necessarily recognize them yet. So they can still want added proof. So the IELTS, English track, the position you picking, the OSSD, English track, the position you picking, already in a point where they not go ask them for them there. But for now, for sure say they call them proficiency. For sure say yes, me I sabi this language, I sabi study pana, I sabi talker. Then make we can take the IELTS and other exams there. But we don't count the DELF. We don't count because the master class where they prepare you and give the DELF. We are the French. So I get it. If I get the DELF today, if I want to go France, I want to go Abidjan, Paris, Abidjan, I want to go work in Cameroon, Yaoundé, nobody know they hold me. I go just show them, say yes, I sabi French.
So for professionals in Sierra Leone, which are the primary course objectives for the French masterclass then?
So the primary objective is we get the course is not only French in general, it's tailored. If you're a banker, for example, you get for do transcontinental banking. The French for professional, the way they learn you the type of language, you know, say all profession get in your own lingua franca or in your own sabi talk, in your own terms. Yes, sir. If you're an engineer, you get the talk with for talk. If you're a lawyer, you get the kind talk. I make lawyer in a court can say, yes, my lord, we want talk. Okay. If you're an engineer, you don't need for go land and day now. You get your way you need for land. So in the master class, where you enroll, will they give you somebody where they engage with you for see wetin na your current career path and your trajectory side dey go. Then e go tailor the course for help you for that.
So for any Emmanuel Gaima is try for say for any Sierra Leonean profession in all you field, whatever field we dey, if you get a professional background from them, they did French masterclass, it will help you a lot in your career when you travel out there.
Yes, sir.
Because some people some jobs them requirements them say okay, if you study this language, yeah,
Yes.
then you stand a better chance. But for we picking them way, they will start from grade 1, the one from primary school up to secondary and SS level. Now English and they teach them or they teach them based on what you want.
Well, the same way how we Fambule way Canada get different courses. Again, this is not the added advantage. So no, not just watch at the diploma no more. Say, oh, na the diploma no more, let me picking get. No. It able expose you picking to then different learning techniques that are from very small. Meanwhile, we current state, if it's more age-based, we picking 3 years you put in school. Nursery 1, nursery 2, reception, class 1, class 2. Meanwhile, if the picking gifted in this particular area, the curriculum not able to pick them up and give them more attention. So if you picking day from nursery 1, it's still a hybrid model. Go to go school, we come, we tell around. Or if you picking, you don't look at them. You take and say, okay, now one you want for them. Maybe like as I described, learning challenges. Physical, challenges in terms of, able to move, but also gifted. He thinks it is speaking so smart. It is trained for learn this class 14. Maybe in brain already there from 2. It is still able to register.
Okay, so Emmanuel Gaima want to know the specific job opportunities, international job opportunities where salon people stand for benefits from if they go through these one programs.
So we program is mostly positioning. Okay. And no one can tell people them say, oh, you take this immediately, you don't get that. No. But the position you well. We all know if I want to take transport go Lumley now from Hill Station, if Atinap na Botomango, I'm more likely forget Keke way to go Lumley than if Atinap Hillcourt now. Not that if Atinap na Hillcourt Botomango na I don't reach you, no. But they position me well. So this they position you well. The OSSD they position you became well. So if opportunity there, you able pay for go, or opportunity there in terms of scholarship, you able to them. The moment you put the OSSD and any other curriculum where the picking gets, mind you, for example, the Commonwealth scholarship, where would they go put on there as Sierra Leone national, all other Commonwealth national, they go put their results and scripts now they want blind. I didn't for go watch. Meanwhile, you get your OSSD and your other curriculum, you picking getter. You don't stand more chance. You don't position better. So now the positioning. In terms of the master class, that's you rightfully say. Now go day in our office, now they receive foreigners, or now they go out of the country. Opportunity come for travel. I will tell you, as a director, country director by God's grace, you understand? If I get for pick, either Mr. A or Mr. B, well, Mr. A is a bit English well, but Mr. B didn't get this English and depth. Most likely, now Mr. B I go pick. Because if you meet up any French-speaking national, you go engage them. So you position yourself better.
So Fambul Emmanuel Gaima they say not for say where you don't complete the program that they can't give you job. No, you just start a quick come university, you don't go learn something, a position you for the job market, the corporate world. So, but this one was more advantageous because of it expose you out there instead of somebody who don't pass was just not with the traditional was. There you get now kind of because of the English and then delve in French, it make you more visible out there to people. But from what you say in all of this, they only talk about the importance of this important. How much picking the paper here on how on own when they run on a system.
Yes. So we system in terms of cost, na by course, okay? So as you dey pay school fee na salon, you pay one bulk fee per term or per year if you able, then give you all the subjects there. We na per course you dey pay. Every course they take roughly 48 days. But if you do it synchronously, we na continuous, you dey able done the 8 course we na recommended. You able do more, you able do less, depending on the beginning strength. or weakness.
48 days course.
Each course,
Each
for
course.
example, what you can say is science, now one course. Okay, the shortest amount of time we the picking they able take for complete time. Mind you, I say get gifted picking. We current curriculum, you picking get sense stay, I stay wait say third term come before you take third term exam. This now you get accelerated pathways. But to your point, almost you dey pay. So you dey get you enrollment fee. Okay? We now $500. You don't pay the enrollment fee day. We dey give you a personnel, a relationship ambassador personnel, as you can see with any other education institution, where they sit down with you, and then you send your picking report card, you send your picking testimonial, in grades, you watch them, outside the strength, outside the weakness, and recommend. Say, okay, this picking I for day, based on way assessment. And then you take the English and maths assessment, but check your picking strengths and weaknesses in their respective areas there. So we come on board now, you get $500 per course. And some of the numbers there, as I know we did, it's a bit intimidating if you are here on one kind way. But the reality is, we don't do a market survey. Schools then we already cost more than that. We don't get parents we personally, me, you don't tell me. Say schools and then a salon, we pass that day. And you don't get no hidden cost along the way. No. The costs are all there. You pay $500 enrollment fee, you come on board. And we also recognize in a salon day. So, Madam May Marie, as I mentioned, and Sausan, Miss Sausan, we are the president for Ecole Louis Le Grand. We are Canadian national. Then become November. And they acknowledge, say, yes, we own socio-economic situation somewhat different. So, if you compare what they pay and what any other international student they pay,
Yes.
it's lower. And we dey work with government and development agencies, development partners, or even try for through partnership counts and lower. But we all know, say, if you want to maintain some amount of quality, you know they will bring, you can only bring it solo. So at this point, they pay you enrollment fee, you come. Or even before the enrollment fee, they will engage with. Okay? So as you can see the photos them, this now with Honorable Minister of Youth, Sausan, 9 day in the green suits, Memory, 9 day next round. So this now will be the international with the principal. And since we be done day, now we don't meet with them people there. So we don't meet with their respective stakeholders there. So we don't get good idea of how they grown day. And we not come for replace WASC. We not come for replace. We come for work, for support the current system. But if you feel, say, as a parent, nobody not gonna be picking past you. say, well, take these the schools and they come on board. Me, I believe say me picking don't ready. And me self don't ready. You able reach out to me and we can get you. But we intend for work with the schools.
Yeah, you talk about working with schools them, and we'll meet with the Minister of Youth Affairs and also government to approve UNA and then recognize UNA says UNA are credible, right? Yes, we'll see another news. But for the schools them, I mean the schools them, now every school don't meet or how would student they enroll, how they come through this? How they ensure say una admit them, now admit to the schools them or an application una do them online.
So we get two paths currently in Assam. We get a third path, we'll call track, we they come online soon. But currently in our two primary paths to get for enrollments. The one, now that direct one, where you the parent, we get you picking. You know the picking in strength, you know in challenges, learning challenges we get. And believe say, okay, this go better position me picking. You can get in touch with we and we start the enrollment process. Okay? We get the second track. That enough for individuals. Gifted pickings, but you also get maybe challenge, physically challenged. You know, they will grab worker for going to school. Maybe you get health condition. We need for any control environment. 24 hours. Instead of for be left out. Okay, we get some cases, maybe unfortunately picking and they will get acute asthma. Not for levels. All these air condition room. Instead of going can learn. But we get the track two, where they work with schools. This working with the school, they able get what we call a cohort, when are basically class. Get our students in a school we interested. When they come into the school, we work with you for deliver this course. Meanwhile, the Ontario teachers and they, where they work hybridly, then we get the school teacher where they offer that direct touch because in back we don't know the picking there. So now so we they work both as individuals, both with individual students and parents. Then we also get the one where they work with the schools. But as we know, in schools we're a law-abiding institution living in a law-abiding country. Things take time.
Enrollment don't start.
With schools, not yet. Individually, you can come online.
Okay, I see you in our various students at the schools and the Walsh International Services School. And so we come back to the home. Combra go on for no, they be picking them. Now, when our teachers and therefore can meet them, if they want for me, not physical one-in-one lectures, or now only online, then we forget them.
Okay, so just for mention of the last question, yes, enrollment don't start. You can couch, you picking, we enroll online. Okay, but we primary mode of delivery in a hybrid, meaning a online, but now physical person, just like how Fambule watch me so, then get for sit with her.
Okay.
Instructor, that one-on-one engagement. If na cohort, by the way, cohort, they bring the cost down small. So if you're a group of friends, when able come together, when picking usually they play together on the weekend. Why can't they just come together and learn again? Then there also is an opportunity.
Okay, I will come to Suluku, but I ask you this question. You talk about hybrid this in online picking them when they watch the now interface, therefore interface with your lecturer, where they take you through the course. For a country like Sierra Leone who gets challenged with electricity and that of internet, how will they ensure so when make them materials they're available, their lectures they're available? It can be offline or online entirely.
Yes, so we are aware of the challenges currently in the country. So we don't engage internet service providers or ISPs, the one that will give you internet, be they Africell, Orange, One Network. We don't engage them so that we enroll with we would recommend. For example, we even get Starlink at this point.
Okay.
You know, where they able help with the connectivity. In terms of the device, We get financing model where you come, you enroll, we dey count a financing model. Financing from Ifambule basically na that thing where we hear say, oh, America or England, and now you dey buy motor car na half you pay. Sometimes per month you pay $100, pay $50, as the case may be. And na financing. Where you enroll with we get financing model where they able give you. Say, okay, where the pikin don enroll so that laptop with there so we able structure into the payment. Then you pay and safu. So now than they currently. And we currently get trial where we get students through that direct method where we do enroll. We get students right now we do enroll.
Okay.
That direct method. And at the end they give necessary feedback about internet connectivity, about device, and as they come, we already know say it works in Sierra Leone. That we know.
But when I get on a program, they want to record and then give offline, give students them like you go watch them back later for make you go through the process.
The educator or the instructor or the teacher, as we know teacher, therefore need that direct interaction. So not to online pre-recorded message. Because if we make a pre-recorded message, we might water down the quality a bit. Because then in our one direction information the flow. That means from the teacher to the student. The teacher need get that feedback.
Opportunity for making you ask questions.
Yes, you dey sit down there, like how you dey watch show online. And with internet, na salon is quite capable, although there's room for growth. Realistically, there's room for growth. But it's at that point where you're able ask questions and also again, not to just the diploma at the end, which is highly advantageous. But they begin to learn different learning techniques, different way of assessment. I will tell you the first time we I do presentation was when I go university. Where you get for present. Where they say project work. Now when you go university, now you dey be exposed to it. It doesn't have to be that necessarily. You also get the other courses there so. We they get experts where they sit down with you picking. It just like for say the picking getting your own lesson teacher. With the educator, with the instructor. So now make that live engagement. And meanwhile, not to foresee a salon no more. Picking and then Canada, right now when I saw they learn. And then they be none of their own primary mode of learning. Because again, then don't use a long time.
Okay, for Fambul way in picking it, who they live with disability, say a visually impaired or in the is they refined deaf. When I get sign language instructors them, also for teaching them picking them, if you don't want to go through this course.
We they work on all of that currently.
Okay.
Because currently like I say, don't think Canada.
All right.
Currently we they work for the African context. For C. With now we own unique challenges we will get for deliver this.
Okay.
And all of that we go to operate.
Okay. Okay. I will come to you, Emmanuel Gaima, the country director for local Louis Legon. Yes. Then call the OSS, the Ontario Secondary School diploma for we school picking them and also we combra them as it explained about the importance of this for any professional. So I come to you, Suluko Bana Bom. I just like your name. So you talk about the policy makers. One of the things that we read about the book, the highlights of the book. Now the fact say it talk about sick society. They on the verge for ill, the sick society. So now which kind of sickness we think say this book one for address and ill?
Well, the sick society in the first place, that society we get a lot of leadership challenges, gap. So I believe say if you go through my book, you will learn a lot. You will know how for really maintain integrity he learn from a character we call Moses, where he stand for the right thing. Almost everybody be there against him. It look like say not possible for making really achieve waiting it try for achieve. But at the end of the day, Moses succeed, become the leader through integrity, writing, working on the right path. You know, we no need for do the wrong thing for reach na the limelight. This na the vision of Moses. So like the society we seek now, in the first place, we will vote for people for lead we go for shout with conscience and see say yes, this person go really fit for this, not to out of sentiment. So like all them things and if we come up with them, we really position ourselves as voters. I believe say the society will grow. We not for support people based on what we will get in turn if we support them. Yes, that's not the basic idea.
Okay, you talk about say this book here now fictional story. We mean say not to life, not a true life story, now imagination. But the book they teach about truth. They talk about truth, speak truth to power, and also talk about accountability. So how this book really they look how you communicate? How you think say this book here go communicate to people and for me they see say yes, there are some politicians where they come, they go kind of just lipstick it. Can't say something and then for convince you.
Okay, so now when me they write my stories, I can always they already don't trust me readers. See, I trust you already before putting this story together. So me no say any average reader go read that book and really try for broaden the idea within really this man they talk about. So like we get literary comments, appreciations. So anybody get right for appreciate the book in any way in can, as far as your understanding level. So like if somebody read them, I believe say you will get the idea and say, well, maybe now this is the time for talk about. But trust me, no matter how I read this story, as far as you read and understand, you will able to know what the author they try for communicate. So the language is very easy for understand like that.
Yeah, we also look at these aspects. Say everybody gets your own political and sentiments, their own belief. It's making they support certain political parties. So look at political choices. Yes, then rats them at some point they can become vulnerable, and we get some rats where they support some cats them, some push them, even though they push. Say it manipulates certain issue, like a certain issue don't come in society because of it in this party. They try for convince now rats they say now this one the one for couch kulala couch issue. How this book they ensure say they prevent then people them they from that from them people from them politicians when they manipulate them and this as a way how this they preach entirely for ensure say that civic mindedness in the civic consciousness in the even though you support a political party.
Well, first off, get for do with trust in what they do, believe in yourself. We go for left that kind of political zeal for say I'm vulnerable, I need somebody for can't take care of my responsibilities. No. No matter what you do for a living, do them the right way for a living. Nobody not for come win your mindset because you are vulnerable. In fact, vulnerability is something where you for even fight against. As any citizen of a country, believe in yourself, get the understanding, say you need your rights and responsibilities as a citizen. You get the right for vote, for support, whosoever way you want for support. But do that in a genuine case, genuine mindset. Yes, of course, every leader these days where they see Sabi talk, Sabi canvas support. You see, and so they reach a point that even we where they vote, we don't even know self if this person that's we go for end up for do. That is why I even they come up with a story, say who then will fix the cracks. Because almost everybody seems perfect. Very good speeches, So they ask for understand who would I indeed you go for a try for support. But all that get for do with the primaries. Them parties are the primaries. For example, if party A don't present a candidate and party B don't present a candidate, the public no get choice. And for just support who that they don't present. So again, the righteousness gets to do with the primaries elections, the inner core of these parties, who is the best person who will really transform this stuff.
Yeah, the book, the policymaker, of course, the politicians they make the policy system. And now the policy system, the manifestos them, now they attract people, some people and for million votes. While some other people, whether you get policy or whether you get manifesto, hence now this color, you put color A, color B, whilst another party they vote for regardless of the manifesto. So this book, in any way, they teach about you making your political choice based on the manifesto or based on the party, or because there are some other time but people they say, oh, this is a manifesto, let me make a vote for them, but can't do anything. Now waiting Sierra Leoneans them for Sierra Leone in the context of Sierra, what do you think they for look out for? How say this is not true, don't talk serious, this is they can't change the country.
Well, in me own small, in my opinion, before somebody they come in for power, the person be don't start from somewhere else. So we need to dig into the history of that person. This person when be get the intention for come for this power, waiting be the do. Waiting at the good track records where go convince we say now this and this you go able to do where you can have power. Because we they see now with leaders them that they fine tune who that them be the very moment where they don't get the intention for come to the public for power. So we need to go down there. Any politician we want support, try for knowing track records. This person can't do this for we. Don't instead they can't build for we what are well. Waiting for him, we don't they do. We don't live overseas. I know they talk this for support anybody. We don't live overseas for quite a long time. Get any track record in your country for give back to society. But because you want power now, you are coming. You understand? So we need to look into that. Now, if me, for example, if me not a station manager, perhaps I don't work on site force as any local person. So what thing I be don't do? I be honest. If I don't left that institution, what make I left there? Is it that I sack this person is in thief or waiting, or he willingly left? He saying himself and go start up something. So all the records sending. But the problem they get in Africa, not to Salon, they talk about Africa, is this tribal stuff, regions and all of that. So now then they all on cut this problem. We then put this person as fast now the party where you parents and they yourself they try for support. Like now dog then put.
Okay, maybe some form of interaction between you and Emmanuel Gaima. Now they talk about civic consciousness, civic mindedness, how you will be a responsible politician and also a decisive citizen. Part of our programs, our subjects, they offer to students. Of course, we curriculum will get the social and cultural studies.
Yes, sir.
How una the ensure say una the link connect with we own subjects with that of una. For say una teach them in them like and civic education where government they talk about and we curriculum. How una do about una the link them to on only una own subjects una they deal with.
Thank you for the correlation because it's quite intelligent co-host I get. Myself they learn from him and myself go try for procure this book for read. So now to your point, we get a project as I mentioned before any introduction when a circle talks. Circle talk basically just mean we sit down like within a barrier and talk. Because we see on a barrier, na circle. Not a long table where the man we sit down and the head. No, we all equal. Now in that circle talk there, now in we they use for address we own unique situation where we try for increase the civic consciousness of them picking their answer for the Sierra Leonean context. Because as you rightfully say, the socio-political or for with Ambulem, the way the politics in Canada, not to say in Salon.
Yeah.
We get we own unique challenges as the author clearly point out for the African context. So through circle talks, we be able to address them picking there so in a way where they prepare them for the time when they get for come na the national stage in terms of civic participation. But they able participate right now
Okay.
as speaking them. So through that day, we able come with to them.
Okay, one of una flyer there out there talk about una they provide computers for picking them. Yeah. So you for explain about some of the logistics that una they provide for ensure say this them course them become more interactive between the instructor and the teacher and that of the picking.
Okay. So we dey work with, like I said, the internet service providers for see how we go able engage them for where we get tailored packages for we students. We dey work on that. We dey in conversation with them for say, okay, this is an educational program. So you know go me as a professional, the way you go bill me for internet, and so you go bill school picking. Okay? We'd already work on that there. In terms of the computer, now a financing model. Sierra Leone, we can afford a computer. Okay? But that one blow payment, like in choke. Possible pay for, but that one blow heavy. So we dey give a financing model, who the incorporator, we they pay half. You know they feel ourselves, so you don't buy the computer for the picking. And the other challenges in terms of connectivity, like I say, we get students and to the direct method. We don't enroll, they administer the course right now. The Canadian teachers that engage with them, so it's doable. But with the expertise we don't get from this test case, not even test case, the test case and the enrolled cases, and also with the privileged relationship with the institution and the service providers there, so we're able to recommend to you what works.
So all this now full package. When I get the internet providers that will ensure see interaction smooth and easy between the teacher and the picking, and also the computers that they provide for all this are the package, the computers as well.
Well, would they will make a strong recommendation, but this is have to be case by case basis. Would they find out say most people we can come on board typically don't get internet now house or you get one laptop where they use. And the laptop for use not need for be the cutting edge, no, not so simulation you dey run for engineering, no. We get the recommendation of the bare minimum requirements there. Where if you dey do dissertation self for you big picking, that same laptop they able work for that young picking, then it's able do it according to in calendar. For the full package, like I say, we dey work with 10 development partners there, so and then government parastatals them. We'll see how we go come with. And we also get a project in the works we'll get for announce duly. When a scholarship program, we'll try for work with a certain government body for give out for those who will not say not go strong one kind way for able pull out of pocket for this.
Okay, so we meant to understand in our 16 schools now they pilot this one, right? So how what's on our efforts for ensuring we want to extend them to the regions?
Yes. Currently, due to the infrastructural makeup, waiting there on the ground, infrastructure basically like road, light, internet, anything in there. The one who salon na Freetown, I don't get the strongest one there. So now Air Force, what they do, establish, and then we move out to the provinces. So in the provinces, we look at Bo, we look at McKinney, we look at Kenema. Because we believe in equitable learning. Equitable means say, not so because are they near Canada, or are they in Canada, you dey salon. So you know for get the kind of education they get in Canada, no.
So this is Canada education, I don't count salons.
I don't count salons. So. Meanwhile back, not so because you dey Freetown. Means say na Freetown the best schools and they. No, you were there Bo, you were there McKinney, we dey come. In due time, una sef. However, for the direct learning, where I say we dey come, now more so for the schools, so they integrate with the schools. You dey Makeni, you dey Kenema, you dey Bo, you get reliable internet, you able get in touch with we can get your kids enrolled. Currently,
For now, na individual more.
yes, for now, individual more.
Okay. So, for a Sierra Leonean student or professional who have to go through the French master class, what are the various steps that we need to take for ensure say you be admitted?
Well, you come, you reach out to we, you pay the enrollment fee, and then we get an administrator who they work with you, understand which you target. Typically, in our experience, we don't learn say, even we self at times, we not know which are the right question for us. In a sense, it just like we you dey go to you dey go buy something. Okay, that person where did they can ask the right question. So this is a learning opportunity. So we get administrators where you don't pay the enrollment fee, or even before the enrollment fee, you can get in touch with me. So say you need more information, get in touch with me. If you check the flyer, the top number there, now the Sierra Leonean number. You can get in touch with me through WhatsApp. But we also get the Canadian number because we don't send a hello day. People then go they curious. Say this man can wear a suit. Isidore say this thing in Canada. They allow to that Canadian number back. If you get you from Bull na Canada, you can tell them, you can try the number. Or even yourself now. Foresee and believe. So as I say to your point, we there. And if you get steady internet, well, I believe say most of we get, because people they watch we live right now. Kauchi PK would and all with the schools, na due process. Except you come on any side. I believe say we live in a state, a democratic state. We they work on improving, but there. You they cannot more today, due process day we folk and we value them.
So, part of the admission process, which are some of the requirements when they get for PQA one start from primary school and one from GSS and one from senior secondary school and for the professionals?
So thank you for that question. If you begin to start from nursery or from class 2, the requirements not as stringent because they believe say Nakami the cam is still young, but still get for assessor for no usai for putter. Not for assessor or get and test for say pass or fail. No. Now just for see usai will really put this. It can happen even where you put you picking at one school to another school. That school back, yes, then go say na class 3 be there in that school. But let we see if we able to test her. No see usai go day based on your standard. So from nursery to then J2, and then no more. But from J3 now, mind you, the Canadian diploma, when at the Ontario OSSD, Ontario Secondary School Diploma, they begin check for continuous assessment from GSS3. When are we grade 9, when are we on GSS3? So if not that day you want, for you picking from GSS3 now, we get for ask, say, do you have mama, do you have papa? Send that picking report card, send in transcript. Because we are learning institution. We not they just take the picking and say, oh, come, can I know. We say get for do background check. Can look at the picking performance. Look at the grades we don't get. Now we able advise and say, okay, this we believe say we they get maybe they just say we don't see saying grade so strong right throughout. The tester small. See who side for position and within our own system. Because just like the Honorable Minister they talk about, even for WAEC, that continuous assessment where they talk, so they ask principal for, and from SS1. We own, they go from GSS3 to SS3. So now so they come about. So the requirement from nursery class 1 to J2, Now just come, we'll do some assessment. We can ask for the transcripts back for position the pikin well, but e no needed yet for the diploma. Where the Ministry of Education, just like how the Ministry of Education, they check with the schools. We serve the Ontario Ministry of Education, therefore check with we. Say this pikin una enroll una put an which process una use for make that educated decision they will show them.
Okay, Emmanuel Kaima, wax is important question. I think we a lot of comrades don't they talk about, even me and you don't talk about. We see overseas, say picking they go big start from class 1 till go university before they get before they do in career path. There are some picking that we see them small, they begin for play with the robots thing there, they say robotics and STEM, they say this they go take armor for go knock something. How want they help comrades for sports, then picking their gift and see who someone they place them?
Yes, very good question. So this is one of the key type of students who will care for. We are gifted students. We all able remember now we primary school, secondary school. We get some man, he not be they even study, but you know say they pattern with Tenka. That is an indicator. Say this person they absorb this information faster than the curriculum they get. So the teachers them do the assessment, do the engagement, they will see this progress, highlight them, and the report card day way more in depth, where they will pick up say, oh, this person na this side of person, this person at this side. Typically right now, for go we JSS 3, they go SS1. Even from J2 for go J3, where they tell you which subject for pick. It's mostly a parent affair. So I'll let the picking go with little external
Pressure.
yes, with little quantitative, basically figures, little data for educate that decision day. But we get the data. If you say we picking, because typically I tell you, myself now I do me high school, even undergraduate. I tell you, how you dey pick science stream? How that dey pattern? Say how they get sense, let's go science stream.
I'm gonna become doctor.
Let's go become doctor. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe that sense they will get. Now for let go art stream, you go do constitutional law, you help with policy making.
And go IT.
You go IT. So you see, so to your point, then one day we don't take hammer, don't begin knack. We get that accelerated. Mind you, the Peking go dey J1, they learn J1 English. But because in technology, subjects in teacher don't pick them up. Maybe in science, you don't pick them up. They go they do J1 English. But meanwhile, they do SS2 science, SS2 technology course. You no need for wait till each day. They get the test for SS1, SS2. It's okay if you able okay, yeah, go they do this while you they learn this small.
So, your message to family, what do you think? Why you think say salon people and for invest in the picking through on our programs?
I like the question because you use the word invest. Truly, education and investment. Me and me, salon brother, when are you, because we didn't, because along the line, by God, your own grace, family, or institutions, they don't invest in we. I make we sit on our so today. Not to say now we get blessing personal. That investment with we own efforts, little effort, we God bless, I make we sit there so. So where we don't come so, look at it as an investment. Not look at say, oh, that picking, no. That picking are the investments where you put pan in it now. Now they prepare for the future. For example, me, by God's grace, my papa, na educator. From young, he tell me, say, hey, say we own generation, say, you get that O-level self-power, you life set. Gradually, it can be, say, O-level not do again, no. Na first degree. You know do again no na masters. We gradually get to a point where he finally became get dual diploma. He finally became not exposed to the advanced learning there. So yeah, we became a do assignment. Now mainly the mailer. The presentation, the learn PPT, PowerPoint, all anything there. So by the time it is done, you will make the investment. By you picking now. By the time it is done, the high school you get the diploma. And somebody will not necessarily make that choice there. You go end up see the results and say your picking is better off where you make that investment. Say, and for Mama Salon. Because the better people where we get in terms of capital development, the better we country go be. And for connect them to the policy, to the civic education we they mention, the better we capacitate we begin there, the better decisions they can make. And this also, they able learn the beginning for be outspoken, we're able contribute, we're able speak up better than currently.
Okay, I will end with you, Emmanuel Gaima. Make us come to Soluko. You about for launch you book the policy makers on the 14th of March this year. Waiting salon people for expect from that launch day and why they for see reason for learn from the book and then help them for address and also make them become and decisive as Sierra Leoneans.
Well, I will start with the last expression, waiting salon people they expect. I come for understand say the policy makers now a small group of people but then powerful. So whatever decision we then take through policy formulation, it gets a long way for go. It can make society, it can as well poor society. So the set of people that we always represent we in policy formulation, these are people that we for ensure say they really deserve for day. These are people that we go really get that trust in them. And for the fact that we don't get that trust in them for represent we, for make policies and for we, then for seek we interest, therefore ensure say it's not always about them. You know, if you go to again the book, you go come for realize say there's a particular minister where get opportunities for scholarship, as you likely mentioned. But where the scholarship they come for realize say the people and maybe way for benefits from this scholarship, not so then they get them. Certain scholarships that they come for those who not well to do financially. So we don't perhaps don't see to us or you don't get that kind of qualification for go university, but money no day. So now some of them now then scholarship that they come for. But they see again people who are in government positions, who are well to do, who can even send their children abroad for further education, then still they send them picking them. There comes in political compensation. They say, come on, this now 500 opportunities don't come. So now would they take 300 for compensate those who be the rally behind we? You understand? Then the 200 they gain back way for reaching out the public. The persons that they in charge go need other relative members. So at the end of the day, now few people they get. So all that they affect society. The policies, alone as a case study, we get rich policies, but the implementation now the problem. So public policy formulation is different from public policy implementation. So sometimes the policies can be there, but the implementation process not can thorough. We come for realize at some point to be the clean free town on monthly basis. But all of a sudden that don't stop
Sustainability.
so the sustainability, the impact, we know the feel them. So that is why for those where they in that kind of category, I believe say Sierra Leoneans need this book.
You look forward for maybe the government, the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education incorporate this in the school system?
Of course, I dey wish for that. Now any writer in dream than they, so that the message will be widely spread. We dey catch them from that kindergarten level, that primary, secondary level, so they know exactly who done this character, where you want for being at this book.
No,
Is it that now Moses you want for be, The one for B, I don't want to name names because I want people for really go through the book. So you begin to equate yourself now. Who done are this character we want for B based on this story? Are you the Okonko in Things Fall Apart? You go ask them questions. So the launching go for be kind of interesting. By the grace of God, Professor Dre Ali will be the keynote speaker.
Okay.
I also get Mr. Umar Farouk Sise, where himself na seasoned poets, salon and outside. He's going to be a guest speaker with a lot of other people.
Venue and time.
Well, the venue na 33 Garrison Street, opposite Victoria Park, and the time na 11. By the grace of God, we end at 2:30 because of the fast months. We go mix them with poetry, drama. Some aspects of the book will be even dramatized for clear understanding and picture.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Yeah. So Fambul, that's na Suloko Banabom, na a writer, na author of the new book where they're about for launch on the 14th of March this year. As you know, the Truth Education Platform, they give opportunity to vibrant youth them and for see way for show their own showcase what they do na their own little way. As you see the book, the policy makers where they talk about a lot of things about we society do na fiction story, we not a real thing, but it happen as in a say. So I end with you, Emmanuel Gaima. Looking at we are about for get to the first graduation of on a course on June this year. Waiting salon people for expect from Onam and waiting the change when I think so they count in this country.
Thank you very much. So, for clarity, the graduation can typically happen with all we students.
Okay.
So, if Sierra Leonean students, then they're on board. Like as I say, we get cases of students already with you right now. If by that time they just start like university graduation, you get the season waking up. So that we on graduation season down there. So where the first cohort mature to that level, we get for do for them. So to your point about waiting, we come with all this talk or don't talk, we get three major things that we'll let Fambul and take away from this. One, we come with educational pathway from kindergarten to grade 12
Okay.
for both Canadian and international students. So we get people now, we get Canadian connection. You can verify some of the information there. So then we get dual diploma for international students. We won't pick in there. So picking they do ask, picking they do IGCSE, picking they do SAT, you the better positioner. Because this curriculum, not one big exam at the end. So nothing can say, hey, I'm picking it for the study for us, that they study back for that big exam. No. This is more attentive to the picking in performance over a longer period of time. So in the picking in two efforts now they show. I usually use myself as example. Where be the salon during where be the then form 3 before I go sit Beke or before I go sit MPSC or before I go sit UAS. My mama they check that medicine box first, make sure see all things they in charge. Hey, that bobo na go get I go check out, get and drip for so let not sick where the exam begin. Because no matter what I don't perform, if you see that 1 month for us, that 1 week for Beke, or that 1 day for MPSC, God forbid I fall ill. That problem don't cancel. This curriculum no get that issue there. Because that picking performance, that continuous assessment, we they get test, but we also get other assessments, project, this, for check them right throughout. And then we get with language department, now the third point, where either you picking CSF for the school. If now one course, maybe you satisfied, you want to do one course in French. Or you the mama, you the papa, you the uncle, you the auntie, you want to take course. We get different languages, as I be omit just now, as not be mentioned. English certification day, French certification day. We even get Chinese certification. And we decide for come with more languages on board. So now that day we don't come with Fambul and it is salon right now.
And therefore expect a lot.
Yes, expect a lot.
Okay, Fambul, today I get the pleasure that the Truth Education platform for talk with Emmanuel Gaima, we are the country director for École Louis Le Grand, and they come with the Ontario secondary school diploma for we picking them and we combine them for see we how them we tap into advanced education, and that will position them well in the global stage, more for the one the way they go into the various career path outside the country. They stand a better chance in French and English as well. So I get the pleasure for talk to Suluko Banabom, now a vibrant youth and a writer. We just write in book we called The Policy Makers, and it go launch on the 14th of March this year. As this book here, they teach a lot of things about civic responsibility and for being a decisive citizen, more especially with the about for get to elections, for know who that come really for come change and the change we want if we really want for do them. So this book get a lot of things them for teach we, and they look forward to the ministry for include this now we curriculum for see how we picking them go learn about them politicians them and also themselves. So, Fambul, thank you for the part of the conversation. Something next week, Thursday, for the count another mind-blowing and exciting show at the Truth Education platform. These are opportunities for you picking, grab them, as Emmanuel self don't say. And I want to say plenty thank you to my technical team for the technical support. Something next week, Thursday. God bless. Tata.